Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to talk about my toys and how I leverage my assets to pay for those toys. We're going to also talk about my additional streams of income and how my additional streams of income allow me to lead the lifestyle I lead, and it also allows me to continue investing to build my wealth. The number one thing I want you guys to get out of this video is, if you build your wealth, then you can leverage that wealth to have any type of lifestyle you want. Well, let's go ahead and dive into the video. First thing we want to talk about are the toys. 2015 Ferrari 458 Italia. I paid $240,000 for the Ferrari. I financed $180,000, so I put a $60,000 down payment. My interest rate on my loan is 3.74% fixed, and I have a loan for 7 years. The monthly payment is $2,467 per month. 2019 Porsche 911 GT3 991.2. I paid $157,000 for the GT3. I financed $100,000, so I put $57,000 down. I have an interest rate of 3.50 fixed for 6 years. The monthly payment is $1,535 per month. And the baby of the bunch, my 2013 Mercedes SL63 AMG. I paid $75,000 for the SL63. My loan amount is $75,000, so I financed 100% of it, didn't put any money down on the SL. My interest rate is 2.50 fixed with a 6-year loan. Monthly payment, $1,200. So the total cost for my 3 toys are $475,000. My total monthly payment is $5,200. I know guys, that's a lot of money. I agree with you 100%. But stick around and I'm gonna tell you how I use my assets in order to be able to leverage my way into these cars and how I pay for them. Well, my assets consist of 2 assets: real estate assets and financial market assets through brokerage accounts. Now, the financial markets brokerage accounts are what I used to leverage into these 3 luxury cars. Now, I have $475,000 that I could have taken out of my brokerage accounts, and I could have just paid cash for the cars. But I chose not to do that because of opportunity cost. And all opportunity cost means to me is, had I taken that full $475,000 out of the market and bought depreciating assets, I would have lost any type of gain over the next 6 or 7 years that I would have gotten had I left the money in the financial markets. And the reason that's important is, I believe I can leave the $358,000, because remember, $117,000 I did take out of the market to put down payments on the Ferrari and on the GT3. So if you take 475 minus 117, you get roughly $358,000 is what I left in the market. And I believe I will get a higher return on that 358 in the market compared to what I'm paying on the loan interest rate. And when we look at the loan interest rates for the 3 loans, when you blend those interest rates together, the blended rate is about 3.24% is what I'm paying to borrow $358,000. My bet is I can earn more in the market than the 3.24% interest rate that I'm paying on the loan. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I've always betted on when I buy these types of cars. Let me show you why I believe I'll make more keeping that 358 in the financial markets. We're going to look at 3 scenarios. My belief is I can get anywhere from 6 to 10% return on that money over the next 6.4 years. Because if we look at the blended loan term of my 3 loans, when you take the Ferrari, the Porsche, and the Mercedes, and you look at their loan term, which the Ferrari is 7 years, the Porsche is 6, and the Mercedes is 6. When you blend that, it's about 6.4 years. So in 6.4 years, I believe I can make more than a 3.24% return on my money in an index fund that's tracking the S&P 500. And these 3 scenarios range from 6% to 10%. So if I keep the 358 in the market and I earn a 6% return over the next 6.4 years, my 358 will grow to 519. Now we already know my loan is 358 plus the interest. So 358 plus the interest equals 396. So my total cost for my loans are $396,000 over that 6.4 years. Because remember, I put a down payment of $117,000 to get it down to the 358 loan, right? So you take the 519, which is the 6% return in my S&P 500 index fund, and you take the 396 and you have $123,000 profit. So 519 minus the 396 leaves me with $123,000 profit over 6.4 years. So that's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is an 8% return on my index fund that's tracking an S&P 500, right? So if I get an 8% return, now my 358 grows to 585 minus my loan cost, which is my original loan amount, 358 plus the interest equals 396. So if I take the 585 minus the 396, that would give me a profit of $189,000 with an 8% return over the next 6.4 years on my 358. The last scenario is a 10% rate of return on that 358. That would grow my 358 to 658 minus 396, which equals $262,000 profit. So that's the reason why, guys, I do not pay cash for my luxury cars. The opportunity cost is too much. It's too great. I'd rather leave my money in the market and take low fixed rate loans and be able to enjoy these cars while my money continues to earn in the market. Now, I know some of you will be like, well, how do you know you're going to get a 6% or 10%? Well, if you do some research, the S&P 500 over the last 90 years has returned a 10% return on investment over the last 90 years. And in the last 10 years, it's returned a 15% return on investment. So I feel pretty comfortable that the past will predict the future. Now, some of you might say, well, hey, we're in this whole pandemic thing. The market is down. How do you know it'll do that over the next 3 years? This is what I can tell you about the market. Absolutely, it can go down. But guess what it always does? It always goes back up. So as long as I'm patient and I stay the course and I have a long-term investment horizon, I'm going to win. I've won over the last 20 years doing it that way. I got the same remarks in 2008 when we had the real estate debacle and the whole economy went crazy. People said the same thing. Oh, you'll never recover. Guess what? We recovered and probably had the greatest 8 to 12 years in this century in the S&P and the rest of the market. So look, guys, markets go down, but they always go back up. So I'm not worried. The goal here is to walk you guys through how I leverage my assets in order to get into these cars and not miss any opportunity costs, right? Let's move on to additional streams of income. Well, guys, I have 5 additional streams of income that I have developed over the last, say, 12 years. I've developed these 5 additional streams of income that now put me in a position where I can have the lifestyle I want, pay for these cars, and be able to continue investing in the market and building and growing my wealth. Now, those 5 streams of income we've talked about before, but I'll just briefly mention them. Luxury watch sales, real estate investing, stock market investing, RF Financial Consulting, and the 5th one is the YouTube channel. The question is, what are you doing in order to build your net worth, to build your wealth, to grow your assets so that you can leverage them at some point and be able to live the lifestyle you want to live? If you're having problems with that, if you don't know which direction to turn, guys, I have a company called RF Financial Consulting, and I work with people just like you on a one-on-one basis through financial mentoring and coaching sessions where we talk about your financial situation, and then I help you figure out the financial pieces to your financial puzzle. We put that puzzle together, put you on a pathway so that at some point in the future, you're able to leverage or do whatever you want to do with your assets. That's the nice thing about building wealth. You can do anything you want to do, right? So you don't have to buy cars. You can buy whatever you decide you want to buy, or whatever lifestyle you want. But without building wealth, without getting that foundation, it's pretty tough. And that's what I help people do through the company. So there's an email address in the description box of this video for RF Financial Consulting. Send me an email, or you can DM me on Instagram and let's have a conversation about your situation and see if I'm the right fit to help you get on the pathway to building wealth for yourself and at some point have financial freedom. Well, if you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and smash that like button for me. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.